Hello students, welcome back to my channel. And which portion are we discussing? We are discussing the remaining portion of the chapter hydrocarbon and its compounds. Okay. Last time we defined hydrocarbons, then we discussed about saturated hydrocarbon, unsaturated hydrocarbon, alkane, alkene and alkyne. If you have missed that class, please find out once again from my channel. So in today's class, we are discussing about system of naming organic compounds. How the organic compounds are named or nomenclature of organic compounds. Next one is homologous series, alkyl group, functional group and some hydrocarbons. Especially we are discussing some alkanes, methane, ethane, propane and butane. Why not we start from first one, system of naming organic compounds. So when we discuss about biology, the naming was started by Carolus Linnaeus and he proposed two names, generic name and specific name. That is in biology. But in organic chemistry, there is one organization, IUPAC, International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. This is an organization. It gives the name to particular organic compound. Okay, International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. So IUPAC, it gives two names, root word and suffix. Root word means first one and suffix is second one. So if we talk about root word, it is mentioned or it is provided according to the number of carbon present in it. Like if there is C1, if one carbon, then it gets the root word meth. One carbon, meth. If two carbon, eth. Three carbon, prop. Four carbon, but. Meth, eth, prop, but. Then 5 carbon, pent. 6 carbon, hex. 7 carbon, hept. 8 carbon, oct. 9 carbon, non. 10 carbon, dec. On the basis of number of carbons present in hydrocarbon, root word is fixed. 1 carbon, meth, 2 eth, 3 prop, 4 but, 5 pent, 6 hex, 7 hept, 8 oct, 9 non and 10 dec. Once again, let's remember meth, eth, prop, but, pent, hex, hept, oct, non, dec. Okay. So that is the root word. Now, what type of hydrocarbon is that? Or what type of derivative is that? Accordingly, there will be suffix. There may be ANE, there may be ENE, there may be YNE. Suffix may be ENE, ANE, ENE, YNE or or later on it will come alcohol. I'll just remind you. If methane or if alkane is there, methane, then ethane, then propane, butane, pentane, hexane, heptane, octane, nonane and decane. Okay. But how to know whether that is alkane or not? Any idea? That idea is we have to remember the general formula. Students, could you remember the general formula of alkane? CnH2n plus 2. Just you compare the number of hydrogen and carbon. Number of hydrogen and number of carbon. If the number of hydrogens present in the compound are 2 more than double the number of carbon, then it is alkane. This is alkane, okay? Alkene, CnH2n. And alkyne, CnH2n minus 2. Just you compare the number of carbons and hydrogens present in the compound. If more than double, alkane. If the number is double, number of hydrogen is double than the number of carbon, alkene. If the number of hydrogen is less than double of carbon, that is alkyne. Remember, if I write here C2H4, C2H4, 2, 4. When you compare, then 2 2s are 4. Double means it is alkene. So how many carbons are here? 2 carbons. Then it is eth and ethene. Eth is root word and ene is suffix. But if I write here C2H6, C2H6 at that time, number of hydrogens are double, 2 more than the double of number of carbon. So root word is same, eth, but it is N, alkane, ethane. C2H4 is ethene, C2H6 is ethane. Now C2H2, number of hydrogens are 2 less than double of number of carbon. So eth, eth, and yne, ethyne. 3 compounds, all the 3 compounds contain 2 carbons, but number of hydrogens are different. Here 4, here 6, here 2. So it is ethene, ethane, ethyne. Let me give you next example. If I write here C5H6, C5H8, not 6, C5H8, C5H10, C5H12. So can you name these compounds? C5, carbon 5 means pent. So this is pent, root word is pent, pent and pent. Okay. Dear student, you compare the number of carbon and hydrogen. There are 8 hydrogens, here are 5 carbon. So it is clear this number is less than double of number of carbon. So this is alkyne, pentyne. 5, 10, exactly double, ene, pentene. More than double of carbon, ane, pentane. Pentyne, C5H8, pentene, C5H10, and pentane, C5H12. So make your concept clear. Root word according to the number of carbon and suffix according to the general formula. How to remember? If hydrogen number is exactly double than that of carbon, alkene, ene is suffix. If the number of hydrogens are 2 more than double of number of carbon, alkane. If number of hydrogens are 2 less than double of carbon, that is alkyne. So remember those things. Now let me rub out this. This system is propounded by IUPAC, International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. Okay, International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. So, okay students, now let's discuss about homologous series. Homologous series. Let me write here some compounds. CH4 methane, C2, 2 to the 4 plus 2 6, C2H6, C3H8, C4H10, C5H12, C6H14, C7H16. So this is methane, this is ethane, propane, butane, pentane, hexane, heptane. Okay. What did I write here? Methane, ethane, propane, butane, pentane, hexane, heptane. These all are alkanes. So these are series of organic compounds. What are they? Series of organic compounds in which the successive member differ by CH2 group. In between CH4 and C2H6, one carbon. When you add one carbon, it becomes two carbon. Here are 4 hydrogen, add 2 hydrogen, it becomes 6. In between these two also difference is CH2, here also CH2, here also CH2. So, those series of organic compounds in which the successive member differ by CH2 group is called homologous series. So this is homologous series. And if you want to give the example, then you just give example: methane, ethane, propane, butane, pentane, hexane, heptane. Then you can give next also: C2H4 ethene, C3H6 propene, C4H8 butene, C5H10 pentene, C6H12 hexene. These are also homologous series. Why? Because they differ. Successive member differ by CH2 group, CH2 group, CH2 group, CH2 group. So what are these names? Ethene, propene, butene, pentene, hexene. Okay. Not only that, there are other organic homologous series as well, like methyl alcohol, ethyl alcohol, propyl alcohol, butyl alcohol, etc. Okay. Now students, let's discuss about characteristics of homologous series. Could you remember the characteristics of homologous series? What are they? Characteristics, write down. Number 1, the successive members differ by CH2. Successive members differ by CH2. Number 2, they have similar chemical properties. Okay, chemical properties, similar chemical properties. They have different physical properties. Physical properties are different, chemical properties are similar. Number 4, they have similar general formula. I wrote earlier, no? CnH2n, CnH2n plus 2, CnH2n 2n minus 2. These are general formula. So, in homologous series, their general formula is similar. They can be prepared in the similar methods. It means their method of preparation is also same, similar methods. Method only, so you can write simply. Okay. So, what are the characteristics? The successive members differ by CH2 group or CS2. They have similar chemical properties. They have different physical properties. They have similar general formula. They can be prepared. They can be prepared in the similar method. Okay, students, that is all about homologous series and the characteristics. Now, I am going to guide you next thing. What is that? What is that? Alkyl group. Okay, students, now look at here. I am going to explain about ALKYL, alkyl group. Do you know what is alkyl group? See here. Here is alkane. What is this? Alkane. If one hydrogen is removed from alkane, then we get here alkyl group. From alkane, if one hydrogen is removed, then we get one radical that is called alkyl. For example, here is methane, CH4. Methane is here. Remove one hydrogen, then it becomes CH3. This is methane, is alkane. Now, one hydrogen is removed. It is called methyl. Methane, molecular formula CH4, one hydrogen is removed, CH3 is formed, methyl. Next one is C2H6. It is ethane. One hydrogen is removed, then it will be C2. You have 6 hydrogens, now you have 5. Methane, methyl, ethane, methyl. Then if here is propane, propyl, butane, butyl. So, the number of hydrogens differ in between butane and butyl is 1. So, what is alkyl group? Alkyl group is a radical that is formed by removing one hydrogen from alkane. The radical that is formed by removing one hydrogen from alkane is called alkyl group. Methane, methyl, ethane, ethyl. Let me give you next one. I said butane. Butane means 4. Okay, C4H10. One hydrogen is removed. Then you get C4H 10 hydrogen means now 9. Butane, butyl. These are radicals. These are charged atoms, group of charged atoms. Now, let's discuss about functional group. What is functional group? Do you know what is functional group? Who is able to say about functional group? Functional group, the atom or group of atoms that show the behavior of organic compounds. That show the chemical behavior we can write here. The atom or group of atoms that show the chemical behavior of organic compounds is called, atom only you can write, is called functional group. For example, if I write OH, OH here is single dash, it means it can form single covalent bond. It is alcohol. It shows, or the compound, the organic compound that contains OH group is alcohol. Okay. The organic compound that contains O, it is ether. What is this? Ether. All right. Next one, you can write here COOH. What is this? If there is COH, then that is carboxyl group. Acid or carboxyl. Actually, these functional groups are added to alkyl group to form or to produce derivative of hydrocarbon, compounds of hydrocarbon. Is that okay? So, students, in today's class we have discussed about system of naming organic compounds, homologous series, alkyl group and functional group. If I write here CH3, it is methyl. Write here OH, this is C, okay, this is what is name? Methyl alcohol. See, methyl and functional group OH gives methyl alcohol. Like CH3 dash OCH3, it is called dimethyl ether. What is it called? Dimethyl ether. Next one, CH3COOH, then its name is acetic acid. Methyl alcohol, see OH is alcohol,